starting out in photography, you might ask yourself, does it really matter what type of camera I use? Because the thing is, getting caught up in specs and new technology can be so alluring, but at the same time, does it really even matter? Because when it comes down to it, do we really need the best of the best to take a good photo? In some scenarios, yeah, but in most, in my opinion, no, not really. Don't mind this background. I swear this office will be finished one day. Don't know when. I'll get around to it. But I basically wanted to make this video because I was going through all of my old cameras. I have so many random ones here. My grandma's old knockoff Russian camera, old Nikon D100, bunch of film cameras. Oh yeah. Got a little old Brownie here that I still have yet to use. I don't even know if it works. I haven't bought the film for it because it is frickin' expensive. But I basically wanted to make this video because I have all this stuff. But when I first started, all I shot on was a Nikon D3200 or 5200. 3200 was stolen. 5200 is the one that I bought afterwards. But I used that thing all the way up to when I first made my first YouTube video on this channel, which was like 4 years ago. I didn't upload consistently, I just was a place to put some videos. But I'm coming to this realization that this doesn't really matter. As long as you have a good camera, you can take a good photo. And by good, I mean capable. I don't mean high-end, top-of-the-line, amazing, you know, $10,000 R5 Mark 10. It doesn't matter. As long as it's as long as it's a camera that can take a decent photo at whatever megapixel it is, that's all you need. I gotta get some film developed, so I'm gonna do that. But that leads me into my next point.
This is a Canon M5 with a kit lens. It's not a super expensive camera anymore because it's old. It's got an EF lens on it, probably about $100. It's a kit lens. It's adapted onto this. Nobody really uses these cameras as much anymore because it's the M mount series. So M mount lenses, you have to use adapters and everything. So I personally got rid of that. I just used the EF on it. But I keep this in my truck all the time because I never know when I'm going to come across a scene that I can just pop out the window and take a photo of. I've done that numerous times now. And even though this camera is old and it's not technically up there with other cameras, it still gets the job done. It can shoot in low light, it can shoot in foggy conditions, any sort of environment that I'm in that I need to accurately get a good photo of, I know I'll be able to with this. Now, it's not a great video camera, but just as a camera for photography, I can't go wrong with it. So I just got to Henry's. I'm gonna get some film developed, and I figured I may as well just bring you guys inside because this video is about camera bodies and this is a camera shop. So why not, right? And man, it is so freaking tempting. If I had money, I would buy so much crap there, but that's not the point of this video. That actually brings me on to another good point, is that you can spend so much money on stuff you don't need when it comes to cameras. Like the body, as long as you have a capable body that can produce a good image, that's all you really need. Where you should spend your money, in my opinion, sorry, my wipers are kind of loud, but where you should spend your money, in my opinion, is on lenses. Lenses are the things that you can invest in that you can transfer over to body. So like if you pick Canon, for example, you can save up some money. You can buy an L series lens, which is a weatherproofed lens, which means you can get water on it and sand, grit, and all that sort of stuff, and it'll hold up. And the build quality and the sharpness is phenomenal, but they're expensive. That's why they're an investment. So if you buy lenses, you can transfer them over to camera bodies. So let's just say you have a decent camera. 5 years down the line, you decide that you want some more features. You have all of those lenses already invested in, so you're not just transferring a kit lens over, because it's kind of wasted, in my opinion, when you have a kit lens on, let's just say, an R5. You have this massive, amazing sensor, and then you're just using a little dinky kit lens. So that's where I would spend my money, is on lenses, and then, you know, think about bodies down the road when you've kind of grown and you're comfortable with your camera. All right, now I gotta drive home in rush hour, so that's not gonna be fun, but oh well, I chose to live out in the middle of nowhere, so that's on me.
All right, film is dropped off. It's at the lab. I'm going to wait for those to get developed. They'll send me the files, photos, all that good stuff, and I can remember what I shot at the beginning of the year, so that's always fun. But I want to jump into my next point, which what it really comes down to, what makes a photo good or a photographer good, is their understanding of composition, light, and basically knowing what they can do with their camera. And this isn't something that you can just, you know, maybe you're a prodigy, maybe you're fantastic with cameras already, but this is something that takes time and effort to learn. And it's not something that you're going to buy. You can't just go out there, buy a really nice camera, and now all of a sudden you're a photographer. It's not like that at all. You got to start small. You got to start with the basic camera, whatever camera you have, whether it be your grandma's World War II Soviet Russian camera, or maybe somehow you're just a lucky kid and you have an R5. But whatever it is, you're not going to buy your way into success. You got to put in the time, the hours. You got to really get out there, shoot what you want to shoot, find out what you actually want to shoot, because you might think that you're a landscape photographer, realize you hate going outside, you get out of breath hiking upstairs. So maybe that's not for you. Maybe you're a car photographer, pet photographer, interior photographer, whatever it is. You got to learn, you got to start small, and you got to learn what you like. And maybe you don't even like photography at all, but I still urge you to subscribe anyway, because why not, right? But yeah, I don't know why I said all of that in pretty much one breath. Now I'm kind of out of breath after saying all of that. But basically what I'm trying to say is start small, start with what you have. It's going to be a long process, it's going to take time, but I really hope you enjoy every second of it, because I do. And hopefully you like this channel. Hopefully I can inspire you to go out there and take some good photos. And if you do, follow me on Instagram, tag me in your photos. I'd love to see them. So I think that's it for today's video. Yeah, not much else. Like and subscribe. Comment. Send me a can of paint. That's about it. I don't have anything else for you. I'm surprised you're still here, honestly. What are you doing here? Why are you still here? It's like the end of Ferris Bueller. What are you still doing here? Go. Leave. No. Stay around, watch some more videos. Anyway, have a good one. Peace.